Some of the most important things about fishing we often overlook. There's one thing that I focus on, especially with my carp fishing, and that is my line, my main line, what I'm using to actually reel the fish in with. For me, I have to use the best quality available to me, and luckily American Tackle have a full range of braided and fluorocarbon lines which I have tested for time after time, and I really rely on them. Spodding, now this is possibly the line that gets the most use. You're casting and retrieving that spod constantly. I want something that's reliable, that's strong, and that can stand up to the job. For that, I've loaded up with NanoX. So why do I choose the NanoX over other braids? Well, there's a few characteristics that I really like and I think lends itself really well, especially to my fishing. When I'm doing my spod fishing, I want a braid that's not too soft. Now you might immediately think the softer the braid, the easier it's going to cast. Well, actually, no. It's actually more reliant to wind knots. The NanoX's coating means it holds the color better, it's floating very well, but the most important thing, it's got a quite stiff profile. That means that it's going to behave very well off the spool, it casts extremely well, it just doesn't have too many problems basically. I've used it for season after season. I prefer the lime green because the high vis, and for me it's the spodding braid I choose to use now. I tend to use a shock leader, so I tend to go with a 0.20 braid on the NanoX, and then I go to a Bushido 8 braid leader which is a 0.33, about 50 pound. That for me is perfect. Other people I know do tend to go through a NanoX slightly thicker when they can use it straight through and no shock leader. Either way, it's a fantastic product to use for your spod fishing. So the NanoX is available in numerous sizes, breaking strains, lengths. Check out your local American Tackle dealer and find out exactly which one suits you best. Personally, I tend to spool up with 300 yards of the 0.20 as mentioned previously. Fantastic braid for you and your spodding. Not only that, I know a lot of people are using this when they're boating a long way in the continent, especially in Italy, Rainbow. A lot of people have known about this for a few years and are holding it a little bit secret. So now I've released it to you. Check out NanoX. As I mentioned for my shock leaders, the braid I like to use there is Bushido Braid. This is an 8 braid, super supple, high-end braid. I like this because the knot size can be made very, very small, and to be honest, I like the supple feel of it on my finger when I'm spodding. I don't only use it for my spodding though. I'm actually using it a lot for my perch fishing in lower diameters, but for carp, I'm actually using this in my solid bags as well, because it's really supple, really strong. And not only that, is that I know that I'm getting extreme value for money when I'm buying 150 meters. I buy one spool of that and I forget the last time I bought it. I keep it in the bag and it will make thousands of little solid bag rigs. So a little tip from me, if you're looking for a really high-end, super soft, supple braid, check out the Bushido Braid. It's available in numerous lengths, diameters. We have it in the moss green and the lime green. I'm a fan of the moss green for my carp fishing. I really do believe in this fluorocarbon more than any I've tried, and trust me, I've tried most on the market, and this is one of the better ones. I don't only use it for my major main line, I actually use it a lot for leader material. And what by that, if I'm boating... Oh. What the hell is it? Oh! What? Well, sorry to be interrupted there, but look what I just caught whilst carp fishing. And funnily enough, he's got a perch that's taken my bait in his mouth, and this bigger perch has come and taken the small perch. So lovely fish, but not really what we're after. I'm going to get this one back, get the rod sorted, and try and carry on talking about some more product for you. Well, we slipped that greedy perch back, and now we continue talking about our product. So to the main lines, one thing that's very important for me is my fluorocarbon main line. I am an avid user of fluorocarbon as a main line for my carp fishing. I want it for close range fishing, clear water fishing where I want a slack line in the edge. I don't want the line to be in the way for the fish to feel when they're coming into the baited area. I want something heavy, strong and robust. Fluorocarbon ticks all the boxes, and this Bushido, out of all the others I've tried that are good, surpasses all of them. The one main characteristic I like about this is the castability. We've specifically engineered this fluorocarbon to be castable. both for bait caster and spinning reels. And the special process we have enables us to cast further than others on the market. It stays a little bit more supple. Even in the 25 pound, I can still cast this and hit the clip on most ranges I want to fish. Don't get me wrong, it will never be as supple as a monofilament, but for fluorocarbon, this casts some of the best I've tried. And then finally, something I'm sure some anglers who've been using this for some time are not going to want me to tell you about, and that is it makes the most fantastic hook link. I've been using it all over Europe as my hook link material. I do use a lot of fluorocarbon in clear waters. I'm fishing on hard bottoms, wafter rigs, etc. It's one of my favorite rigs that I use all over Europe, and I only use Bushido fluorocarbon for it. But also the more common now Ronnie rig. I've been using it as a boom section. It's stiff enough to boom it away, but soft enough not to poke the pop-up off the bottom should it be lying over any debris on the bottom. Again, check out the Bushido fluorocarbon on all the lines in the American Tackle range. I'm sure you won't be disappointed, and they're available all leading American Tackle stockists.